Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll be going over a game called Contact A-888. This game is a multiplayer cooperative survival game, specifically a wave survival. In this game, you as a player will be able to choose your own loadout, so you'll be able to choose a class, a setup of a primary, a secondary, auxiliary, equipment, and your own passive perks. With all of this, you are now ready to go out and survive. Every new game and map will be chosen, and you will fight against hordes of enemies as they try to eradicate your entire team. As you and your team try and stay in the fight, you'll have to activate these objectives in the map called anchors. Anchors will increase the amount of time you have to play in the map. If your time runs out to 0, you automatically lose. Don't worry too much if you have a teammate or two remaining. Your teammates can call in for reinforcements. Reinforcement calling in is basically reviving all dead players or new players who have just joined the server. This can be done over at the laptop in the match. The laptop is usually over by the shop, so make sure you're being a little protective of that area. If your team does successfully survive for long enough, you'll be able to exit the map and it'll be considered a win. This happens every single 10 waves. So the first 10, the next, which would be 20, and so on and so on. However, after you reach 20, you'll have to fight a boss. This isn't an easy thing to do, but after the boss fight, you'll have the exiting sequence, you'll have to survive for an amount of time once again, and once it reaches 0, make sure you're in the circle to exit or else you'll fail. As you continue to exit maps and successfully fend off against hordes of enemies, you'll gain experience points. Every time you gain experience, you'll level up, and once you level up, you'll get tokens. These tokens can be used to purchase passives or upgrade your class. Regarding classes, you'll be able to upgrade 4 times total. Each time it'll increase by 1 additional token, and you'll be able to choose one of the 3 new options in your class tree. As for passives, a passive can be purchased off of 1 point. This is a basic price tag for all of the passives in the game. They cannot be further upgraded, and they have an additional currency that you have to manage. The currency is allocations. You will have a starting allocation of 6 total, and depending on what perks you choose, they can range from 1 to 3. So you can either have 2 perks valued at 3 allocations, or you can have 6 perks allocated at 1 apiece. Regarding your maximum amount of allocations, this can be increased. There are 2 badges in the game right now: Valor Mercenary and Valor Veteran. If you achieve either of these badges, or both of them, then you'll increase your allocation by 1 per. The last major piece we'll talk about is going to be your actual loadout. So your primary, your secondary, your auxiliary, and your equipment. This can be customized. There's no unlocking, there's no extra additional stuff. What you see is what you get. If you're unsure about a gun, you can go to the firing range after you've equipped it, and you can test it out over there. Additionally, you can grab some other items during a match. In a match, there's going to be a blue colored shop. It'll have a shop icon as well. It's usually where you spawn at, and you will be able to purchase other items during a match that you couldn't bring along with you. During a match, to actually purchase stuff from this, you're gonna have to do some objectives. You're gonna have to activate machines, you're gonna have to survive for long, you're gonna have to kill some enemies. Or if your friend is downed and they had some credits, you can go over to their body and pick up their little container and it'll have some credits. Also, if you're a good person, make sure to donate to your fellow teammates. You can do this by pressing B on your keyboard. Don't worry about space all that much. You have a huge amount of keybinds if it wasn't already obvious. You have all of the numbers from 1 to 0 on your keyboard. Additionally, some items will have specials, which will be activated with the button X, and there's a few other buttons here and there all around depending on the item. Speaking about items, let's go over the final thing in this video, the quartermaster. This is going to be an area where you can purchase cosmetics. This should be obvious why it's at the end of the video. It's not as important, but regardless, as you level up, you'll be able to see more options in the quartermaster, and they're neat little things like voice packs and also designs for your outfit. If you're wondering how to use voice packs once you equip them, you can press V on your keyboard, and you'll have an option of different voice lines that you can play. That is pretty much everything for this rundown of the game. I hope this was very helpful, and I hope you have found a new and very fun game to try out and play. I've been playing this game quite a lot, and I will have to say it is very fun to play with friends, so grab a few and have some fun with this awesome game. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see ya.